Welcome, Shadowlings. This is your host, Shadow, and as usual, it's another great day in Rust. A little bit of a solo adventure. Uh, Wipe is tomorrow, so today's Wednesday, January 2026. Um, just wanted to give you a. I'm going to try to keep this under 15 minutes, so bear with me. It may go a little faster. You may not get to see everything, but we're going to try. If it goes longer than that, I apologize. If I do go over 15, I'll definitely do a 30-minute and do a little more detail. I've made some friends on here. As you can see, I'm still playing with Death Dealer and one of her friends. And then Alex is a guy I met on this wipe. Just been running around doing little stuff together. I haven't been raiding a bunch of people or doing any of that. Just same as always. A couple people right in the beginning and one little bit later on that built really close to me. I don't know why you would do that. You'll understand here in a minute on what I mean. Uh, so I did a little bit, a few role play bases. Obviously, I got a little garage. The turrets just to keep them out. Like there's nothing in here, but got a little office. Fixing the battery. Um, some TCs. Yeah, just wait. I decided to design a double high qual honeycomb bunker with only turrets. Yes, I screwed up this triangle. Don't make fun of me. Although I kept it later because it did allow me to do this, and I had gates here so I could get up in there and. Oh, I didn't even close that door. I left that G door open up there. Oh Jesus. So I might have been tired at the time, but as you can see, it's just a tanky little. Yeah. So core is down in there. It's double honey. It's honeycombed. High qual honeycomb, high qual bunker. So 30 some rockets, maybe 40 rockets to get to TC, and it just has upkeep. No loot. Oh, my house. So I built a little farmhouse here. I think the doors are still all unlocked. I just left them unlocked. I mean, there's literally nothing in here. If you want to blow through metal to get to TC, that's great. Again, what do we got? 47 hours of upkeep. You go, buddy. I didn't quite get all of it done that I wanted to. I mean, basically, but what I wanted to do with this was make like either a haunted house or an escape room thing. But I just didn't have time. I didn't a lot of different builds and stuff going on and defenses and running around playing. I didn't even get to make the basement creepy. It's just I mean, you can see where TC's at, but again, nothing in there. But let's get on to maybe the loot. So, first of all, you have to understand I am about 3 grids full, maybe not quite 4. This is probably the biggest, and I've come close before, but I have to say this is definitely the most TCs, the second most turrets, and the most compound walls, the most metal barricades, and the most shotgun traps that I've ever put down in one of my compounds. And yes, I did this all by myself. Shotgun traps at almost every gate, turrets inside almost every section, metal barricades, blah, blah, blah. I got a little cooking base right here. Not a lot of loot in it now. I've used most of it. Um, just a little courtyard area with a base, some stuff to recycle. Yeah, probably won't even get to that. Cool thing I found out. So you can use these to hold things. So yes, next wipe they're going to be gone. You won't be able to get stockings. But on a Christmas wipe, there are places you can put these that are very difficult to see. Like I like up behind a doorway that's like this. Like you could stick a stocking up in there. I can't get in there to show you, but you could put a stocking up there on the other side, and people probably would never find it. And you could put a little bit of your juice loot in it, right? Just a thought, just an idea, you know. Yeah, I have a bit of low grade left. I don't know. Yeah. Tier 3, little cooking station, right? Keep this in mind for in a little bit. Okay. We did manage to get some God clones this time. So we got a 2Y, 2H, 2G blue. We got a 2 or 3G, 2YH yellow. So almost a God clone, like a pure God clone. My red's not as good, but it is 2Gs, 3Ys, so it works out pretty well. I do have I don't have one in here. I do have an all green hemp plant, but it turns out this one's way better. 2Gs, 3Ys. My other one only had 1Y, even though it was all green. I kept trying, couldn't get one. This is also, so as you can see, either 2Gs and 3Ys or 3Ys and 2Gs, I'm pretty happy with. Um, I don't have to do a lot to really stay up on that. Anyway, just a nice little switch for I can spray. And I found these small little compact, like being solo, you don't have to go crazy and build a 4-floor factory farm. Like, I get it, but man, I can get so much more scrap doing other things and sitting around waiting on plants or planting and like, I just, I don't know. I like doing the small ones. I just get me an orty or two a day. It's more than I need. Good to go. What else we got here? I'm probably not going to make the 15-minute time frame. We're already at 6 minutes. I do not have a flashlight on this gun, so let's flip that. Um, yeah, lots of kits. The middle one here, yes, it has a dive tank and flippers, but I actually just take these, and that's my DJ outfit. If you know me, you know my DJ stuff. This is all mostly metal, high qual doors on this. Another little set of kits, pretty nice. I had 2 smelting areas because I ran out of, like I was filling up boxes and I just didn't have room, so I threw another small one down upstairs here. Pretty tanky, pretty secure, high qual with metal honeycombs. I would have changed one thing, but it's not a big deal. I built too close to the wall and I wasn't able to put one wall down, but back in there, so if they blew through the wall, they'd have one less wall to go through, I guess. But then you got armored doors and armored walls, and yeah. Anyway, I'll show you that in a little bit. This used to be my front gate base, so charcoal, right? Charcoal cooker. I haven't really been running that lately. I'm kind of done running nodes last few days, but you know, just a few mixing tables, cook some stuff together. So this is pretty much the main section, is what I would say. This is the main section of my compound. Um, you know, just drop boxes and storage boxes outside because I don't care. Nobody's flying in. I think somebody's tried to a few times. Um, I have 7 SAM sites, so that's really not a thing. This is my main. It did get raided. I had to let it decay and rebuild. It was originally a bunker. Now it is not a bunker. But again, I don't keep much loot, so an awful lot of boom to get very little loot. I mean, if you're wanting metal and stone and wood, you're good. I got you. Come raid me. But you could spend less time just outside with a jackhammer. So I'm not sure how y'all play, but just a thought. So this one's pretty cool. I am going to show it to you. It just, the way it worked out, and somebody's going to think that goes somewhere and blow it up, and that just would be funny. A little bit of backup loot here, nothing crazy. You know, a few guns, stuff. But what's really cool is this is the way to TC. Check this out. So you pick this up, which does not take damage, and you'll find a little trapdoor back here that then goes, oh, this is still bunkered. I forgot. I misspoke. My bad. So you actually find this, and then you're like, what the hell? Okay, well, where are you going to blow? Is TC down there? Is TC over there? Are you going to try to blow from that side? Well, that's a whole different story. That's honeycomb. Um, I'm not going to tell you which, but just know that that's how I was feeding my TC until I was able to put enough upkeep in it to last till wipe. This jump's a little weird sometimes. I actually have not had. You guys, chat, you guys know. It's only when I'm doing these videos that it freaks out on me. It doesn't let me. Like I had no trouble with that this entire wipe, and then I was having trouble get out. It's a little weird, right? So I kind of like this because if you do it right, it like if they get up here, so the box, no lock, right? So don't need to break that. And they're like, oh, loot. All right, get loot. And then if they're looking around, you cannot see that. Whoa, yes, you can right now. My bad. So let's fix that. So normally you cannot see. Oh, I think I had to back up and do that because I want it right next to the box. But then you can't get close enough to wall to see back there. And then you can't see back there. And you really can't tell from here. So probably not going to go look in there, and I think it's more likely they'd blow through walls anyway and get to it from that way. But again, 40 plus rockets, so for very little loot. What's my upkeep here? 63 hours. So yeah, you would get probably a couple hundred. I think my high qual's 90 over here, 90-ish. But anyway. Of course, I decided to do this with a heli coming and dark outside, which is not fabulous. Let me do this. So I'm going to be able to give you a pretty good view here momentarily. So that's the door I opened below. It's just for the turret. Computer station, a couple more turrets. I got a little Overwatch base there I can hop on and just kill everybody at my main right here. So this technically is my main. I don't really have a main anymore because I spread so much stuff out. Like you're going to have to loot every single one of my bases, probably some outer TCs, and even then you're not going to get all my loot. I don't think we went in here. So just a little mini weird, I don't even know what I was doing. I originally just made it for the computer station. Another little drop down. I'm starting to like these little drop downs. I probably won't use them as much later on, but at least like I like the one that I had at the main, the way you could hide it and stuff. Backup loot. I just ran out of room for a while, and I didn't want this in my front gate. Probably, I don't know, I might use that for a last final weird base or something. Maybe do a tower. Maybe do a raid base. I might do a raid later. If I do, I'll video that one. There's not really anybody I'm mad at, but I did have somebody messing with my teammate, so that may be a thing. Can't really go anywhere else here, so we'll move on around the outside here. Is that heli gonna bother me? Wait, is that just the, oh, it's just the cargo. Okay, yeah, cargo. All right, so back to the front gate. Shotgun traps everywhere, and even if you just blow them walls, boom, shotgun trap. I don't know how many. Rough guess, I'd say 50, probably. Between 45 and 55 or 60 is what I'm thinking. Little side area. So originally it was just for my horse. Then I decided that it was a really nice spot to watch this side with turrets. So I added a few. Just a little smaller one. Nothing fancy. 17 days is the outer TC, not the not the main here, not the base here. So yeah, just a small little turret base, shotgun traps everywhere, metal barricades everywhere. usual. So I'm telling you, if you spend, so I know some people like to snowball and go offensive and go and like try to start raiding right away. Man, if you're spending that time, like I had tier 3 day 1, um had a compound, double compounded with metal barricades day 2, and yes I did. Wait, is there a pig or something? Dude, what are you doing, bro? Okay. So yeah, just a little DJ fun base. I just broke all the bags because it's wipe day, so I don't trust anybody wipe day. Death dealer, of course, she always gets a bag here. And if her husband's on, he'd have one too. He didn't play the swipe really for a minute, but um, yeah. So yeah, a little DJ base, nothing major. With some pistols with bullets and a SAR up here with bullets, some flame turrets in case you get too close. Yeah, I had plenty in them. So even though the few randoms have been messing around up here, they're still pretty good. Daylight. Beautiful day in the Rust neighborhood. It's a beautiful day. Watch me get shot by random. There's only a couple people on right now, so also figured it'd be a good time. So we are past the 15 minutes, and I don't think I'm going to make it to 30, but we'll see. I want to give you a little bit of a side view here. Just the DJ base. But we have a lot more to cover. Another little area. Somebody keeps dying to these shotgun traps. I actually put a second one because it was just annoying and I wanted them to know that, hey, it's not okay to peek in your neighbor's windows. I wish they made it the slots on these to where you could open or close them. So yet another side turret base with Sam. It's kind of watching one wall of my main right here because my main's right there. It's watching this side for me. And again, metal barricades. I didn't do that wall. It's mainly for like if you're trying to ladder in, or if you blow the wall from the outside, you'll have to deal with some metal barricades. I was gonna put some more turrets there, but it just, man, it's just. I've done a lot. So here we'll be able to see most of the. Just another random door with metal barricades. Sorry, I didn't go far enough. I forget how big I build sometimes. I heard you, Wolf. Don't mess with me right now. That sounds like Heli Patrol. That is absolutely Heli Patrol. Oh no, that is cargo. It's just that it's coming right here. All right. One moment, please. I apologize. Ladies, avert your eyes. Trying to scare anybody with my nakedness. Just a little side area. I never really finished. I was going to put more metal barricades. Again, I did it on the inner wall. Also, and this just covers my Overwatch base. And then I have a garden base up here. I'm trying to speed it along a little bit. Hello. Little garden base. That's where I do most of my farming. Like berry farming, not node farming. Oh my gosh, look at my ping. What the heck happened? So this was really cozy. I like this. And if my audio is jacking up, I really apologize. I don't know why I would suddenly have a ping. I haven't been over 100. There it went back. I've never been. It must be something to do with wipe day or I don't know. Anyway, nice little compact thing. Yes, you can reach this. Um, but if you put seeds at the back, you can't do anything with them until you can either clone or harvest them because you do have to do that with the front berry. So you have to plant all four. But I like it because it's like so unassuming. Like you could hide a little, like, yeah. So just a cute little garden base, little thing with boxes. Not really anything in those. I know I'm not showing you everything. Sorry. Is this the one with my? Yeah. So there's the full green hemp clone. Again, I've just been growing that because it's 3 Ys, so your yield's much better. I got my Ortiz ready to go if I wanted to do that anymore. I don't. I'm done. Done hitting nodes. Again, not a lot of loot, but a lot of value to these little multiple bases. I did get raided. They did hit 4 of my bases. Not this one, which was dumb. It's where all my god clones were at the time. That's why I moved some down to the other base, just in case somebody hit this. I'd still have some. Um, Overwatch base. I like this one. I'm going to show you a trick. So if someone has something like this, chain link, you can still hop on that ledge and get up. So be careful of that. Just know that could be a thing. I'm not. Yeah, I can actually jump down there, but I'm not gonna. Let me see if I can get up this. Yeah. Oh, I left a hatch open. Look at me. Oh, I remember why. I ended up running off because my auto sprint's on. I ran off down to there, and then it was a pain in the butt to get my loot. I did, but I had to throw it through the crack there between the wood and I don't know. I haven't really covered but about half of the base, as you can see. There's another nothing turret base over there with another SAM turret. SAM turrets pretty much everywhere. You're just not allowed to fly here. I should have put one up here and done solar panels, and I'm going to do that from now on. I'm going to do the higher ups because if they do get from that way, which is why I put more SAM turrets over there, right? But if they were to fly in and come this way, that would start shooting my windmills. It is more to protect from this direction, but now I have that one and that one, so it's not really needed. But by the time I did all that, it's just a waste of time trying to redo it. Oh, I do want to close that up. I'm a stickler for closing doors. Yeah, I left all this open because I died, and then I just never came back in here. Turret back here. Little hidden cavity right up there between the two, because you notice there was 2 ladder hatches. A little hidden cavity up there with a box for loot. I just don't think it's likely somebody would blow down through ladder hatches, but maybe. Is that dang thing gone? Guess we'll find out. Wait. Oh yeah, I forgot I did that. Whatever. So moving on. I do have a backup base. This one also got raided, as did that one. I basically resealed and fixed the shells of my base except for the 2. So while I'm showing you this is what happened. He came while I was offline. He had to have come. I'm trying to be conservative and say 120 rockets. I think he brought more. Mixture, C4, Explo, whatever, rockets. Because he took out 4 of my 4 bigger bases. He skipped the front gate. He didn't do the garden, but he did the other ones. And then he was so mad because he got almost no loot. Because again, I don't keep loot. Like you raid me, you're not doing it for a profit. You're doing it because you like to raid and you don't expect to get anything. And most people, if they know they're probably not going to get anything, they're not going to raid you. And if they do raid you and they find out that you really don't have anything, they're probably not going to raid you again. This guy got so mad that he griefed my bases. He put a compound wall through the front door of this one and then made it so I couldn't replace my walls at the main. I literally had to let a TC and his grief TC decay before I could rebuild the bases. So it's the only reason I wasn't back to full in a few hours. It was a process of waiting for the decay so that I could then go back in and rebuild them correctly, or the way I wanted. Some of them parts were still here, but most of them decayed fully. Um, this one is not a bunker. Uh, Little tip, if you've got a spot like this and you're trying to keep people out, these do take quite a bit of damage to break. Okay, they're resistant to a lot. So I mean, yes, you can still blow them, but you're doubling the capacity when you do that because then they can't unless they blew from that side, which is possible. Um, we got 36 hours in TC. Let's see what this one is. Yeah, so yeah. Woo. Oh, it's gonna do it again? No, it didn't. All right. I was gonna say this one's been fine too, letting me in and out. Like, but since I'm on here, there's a chance that it won't. It's just weird. Uh, okay. So I spoke too soon. I have had a little trouble with this. Yeah, it's just weird. But I like the battery in a triangle, and I like having that spot because it makes it really defendable if you're like down below there. Um, yeah, anyway. I incorporate a lot of different things. As you see, I started putting a lot more turrets inside my base versus just outside. A lot more traps. I'm going trap heavy as much as possible. Um, so that's most of it. Cutting it close. I could maybe. Do I have time to show you one more thing? It's gonna be close. I am trying to stay under the 30 minutes. Crud. I'm gonna have to just throw these. I didn't close that door because I was talking. What are you doing to me right now? I've never. Okay. Okay, face punch. I get it. Like, but I'm trying to make. Oh, another door I didn't close. All right, let's do this. This will all fit in here. Let's close the doors. Because, good lord. All right. Let me show you this as fast as I can. I'm not going to show you the map. Sorry. Yeah. Backup compound basing materials in my tug. Nice little backup if needed. Oh, and 70 plus rockets. Yes. Those are getting used today. I just don't know how yet. Um, hey, it's not decaying. Good deal. So that's nice. Oh, it's going to show you. It's going to show you where I'm at, isn't it? You just going to let me die? Come on, just die. I don't know why there's a delay, and then sometimes it'll let you do it right away. Like, what is that, face punch? Like, why the discrimination? All right, I zoomed in enough. You can't really see. I mean, I just don't want to get stream sniped and lose that the last night before I'm going to go use it. I have 3 forward bases, and then, so remember I showed you that first base with the two little planters. It's all armored foundations. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to show you. So I'm going to have to go in about 30 seconds, but please like and subscribe and share. So if you haven't got a clue yet, I'm below the planters, and there's no more planters because I just broke them. And bunker loot. Yeah, more rockets. And I seal that with armor every day, immediately after using it. Oh, I left fertilizer in it. So I'm going to fix that. But have a good day. Appreciate you watching. and I just took a screenshot. It's great.